She literally sent a message saying, "I'm not coming," after we'd all decided to ditch the beach plan and have a pool day on campus instead, because apparently, our attempts to salvage the day just weren't good enough for her. I'm your host on mindsnap, and we're diving into a wild story of beach trips, parking woes, and one very dramatic friend. So, let's go back to the beginning. A large group of friends from college, including the writer, had planned a beach trip just a 15-minute drive from their campus. They split into 2 cars, with the writer driving her girlfriend, roommate, and another friend, while another friend, Rose, drove her 2 friends and their mutual friend, Olivia. The group that rode with the writer left a bit earlier, around 11 a.m., which was the pre-planned time, but the other car didn't leave until around 12. As they approached the beach, they hit a wall of traffic, and the writer's group texted the others to warn them that it was going to be a busy day, with limited parking. But the others decided to press on, and the writer's group found a parking spot, thanks to her handicapped parking pass. After about half an hour of searching, they settled in at the beach, but soon received a call from Rose, saying they couldn't find a parking spot. The writer's group suggested they try a different beach access, but Rose wasn't having it, claiming she didn't like walking in the sand. Okay, I need to pause here. I get it. Walking in the sand can be a real pain. But come on, you're at the beach. It's kind of a given, right? Anyway, the writer's group tried to come up with alternative solutions, but Olivia started getting heated, claiming that the writer's group had ruined her beach day. No, wait. How did it even get to this point? The writer's group was trying to help, and they'd already found a parking spot. The writer offered to have Rose drop off Olivia with them, but Olivia declined and started crying, saying she didn't even want to come anymore. At this point, the writer's roommate was getting upset and suggested they all just head back to campus. The writer's group agreed, and they invited everyone to a pool day on campus instead. But Olivia refused to come, sending that infamous message, "I'm not coming." I literally could not believe this. The writer's group had tried everything to make the day work, and yet, Olivia was still throwing a tantrum. And the worst part was, Rose and her friends were getting dragged into it, and they seemed just as baffled by Olivia's behavior. The writer was upset, feeling like she'd done everything she could to compromise and make the day fun for everyone. As the day went on, the writer's group had a great time at the pool without Olivia. But the writer couldn't shake off the feeling that she'd somehow ruined Olivia's day, and that she was the one in the wrong. But was she really? It seems like Olivia was being completely unreasonable, and the writer's group had gone out of their way to try and include her. The writer's question, "Ada for ruining my friend's beach day?" is a fair one, but it seems to me that she's being a bit too hard on herself. What more could she have done? The traffic and parking situation was out of their control, and they tried to come up with alternative solutions. It was Olivia who'd gotten upset and refused to compromise. As I delve deeper into this story, I start to wonder what was really going on with Olivia. Was she having a bad day? Or was there something more to it? Maybe she was feeling left out, or maybe she was just stressed about something else entirely. Whatever it was, it's clear that she took it out on the writer's group, and that's not okay. The writer's group, on the other hand, seemed to be handling the situation with a lot of maturity. They tried to come up with solutions, they communicated with each other, and they eventually decided to just move on and have a pool day instead. It's not always easy to deal with difficult people, but they seem to handle it with ease. As I reflect on this story, I start to think about the importance of communication and compromise in friendships. It's not always easy to get along, and sometimes you have to make tough decisions. But in this case, it seems like the writer's group did everything they could to make the day work, and it was Olivia who refused to budge. In the end, it's clear that the writer's group had a great time, despite the initial setbacks. They made the most of the situation, and they even managed to have a fun pool day. But the question still remains, was the writer in the wrong for ruining Olivia's beach day? I don't think so. I think she did everything she could to make the day work, and it was Olivia who was being unreasonable. So what do you think? Was the writer in the wrong, or was Olivia just being dramatic? Someone posted online, sparking a heated debate about who was at fault. Some people sided with the writer, saying she'd done everything she could to make the day work. Others said she should have just given in to Olivia's demands and found a way to make it work. As I read through the comments, I start to see a pattern. People are divided. but most seem to think that the writer was in the right. They point out that she tried to compromise, and that Olivia was being unreasonable. But others argue that the writer should have been more understanding, and that she should have found a way to make it work. It's a tough call, but ultimately, I think the writer was in the right. She tried to make the day work, and she'd even offered to compromise. It was Olivia who refused to budge, and who ended up ruining the day for herself. The writer's experience is a reminder that sometimes you can't please everyone. No matter how hard you try, there will always be someone who's unhappy. But it's how you handle the situation that matters. The writers' group handled it with maturity and compassion, and they even managed to have a fun day despite the setbacks. As we wrap up this story, I want to leave you with a question. What would you have done in the writer's shoes? Would you have given in to Olivia's demands, or would you have stuck to your guns? Let me know in the comments below. Drop your verdict below. Was this person right or wrong? Subscribe and hit the bell